everybody, it's Dave here, and welcome to Holiday for Two. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you have a week ahead that's just awesome. But before I get started in today's video, I want to thank everybody who's subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the like button, ring that little bell, and subscribe so you'll be notified when I put out future videos. It is 2022. 2022 is almost done. Can you believe it? It's almost 2023. Where did the year go? It's like a flash. The year has gone by so fast. So what I'm going to do today in this video is I'm going to highlight some of our favorite boondocking spots from this last year and show you why we like them and why we plan to go back to them next year in 2023. All right. But also another announcement is be sure to check the channel for playlists. I've organized a couple of playlists on the channel. So if you want to look for just videos on campgrounds, there's a playlist for campgrounds. If you want to look for boondocking spots, I have a playlist for boondocking spots. And a couple other different things, some tips and tricks and things like that. So be sure to check the channel for the playlist on here. All right. What's another? Oh, another announcement. Tammy has a crafting channel called TL Craft and Designs. And Tammy likes to do a lot of crafts and stuff like that. Some of you might be interested in that. Check out her channel. I'll put a link in the description below so you can find her channel where she shows things how to make jewelry and how to do crafts and designs. TL Craft and Designs. That's Tammy's crafting page. So be sure to check that out if you're into crafting and things. She does some really cool projects. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Some of our favorite boondocking spots of 2022, why we like them and why we plan to go back. Let's go.
Hoping I can take a holiday and spend some time with you. Trying hard to take some time away and have a peaceful day or two. So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Hey everybody, let's jump into this. Today I'm going to be going through our favorite boondocking spots in Arizona. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me, Dave, what is boondocking? What does it mean, boondocking or dispersed camping? Some people who don't go camping a lot, they don't understand those terms. So before I get started, let me kind of explain briefly what it is. Boondocking and dispersed camping are very, very similar. There really isn't a lot of difference. The best way for me to explain boondocking is where you are out in the boondocks. You've probably heard that phrase before. Hey, we're going to go out into the country. We're going to stay somewhere. We're going to go out in the boondocks. And boondocks is where you're camping on maybe federal or state land, like BLM land or state trust land. And you're camping for usually up to maybe 2 weeks is the typical time limit, 14 days. And you're camping with your own RV facilities. So you have power, you have water, you have sanitation, all contained within your RV. So you can stay on federal or state trust land, boondock there without needing any facilities. That's really needs to be made clear. A regular campground is where you go and you pay them $20, $30 a night, and you have water and power, maybe bathroom facilities and things like trash facilities, all within the campground. Plus, it's all paved and you have little tables and fire pits and things like that. So the differences are between dispersed camping and boondocking in BLM land is that dispersed camping is in forest land. Boondocking is usually in federal or open land, federal or state trust land. I hope that's clear. So let me go through our 4 favorite boondocking spots. And none of these are in any particular order. So as I go through them, I'll be sure to put little things on the video for you so you can see where they are and things about them that I'm describing. So number 1. One of our favorite spots that we went to this last year is Saddle Mountain, Arizona. It is approximately 60 miles west of Phoenix, which is one of the reasons why we like this place. Ease of entrance This is a place where it's easy to get into. There's lots of room at Saddle Mountain. You're right off the road, so you drive, it's within an hour, so you can drive right off the road and find spots within a few minutes of just driving on a dirt road. It's not rough. The entrance is easy to get into and out of. Lots of room to spread out at Saddle Mountain. It's also beautiful hiking, exploring, and outdoors. Beautiful sunsets. I remember the sunsets there were just absolutely gorgeous. So Saddle Mountain is a great place to go if you want a few days of quiet. You want a few days to hike around and enjoy the Arizona season in the desert. And Saddle Mountain is one of those spots that is a perfect winter camping destination. It's close to Phoenix, and in the wintertime, it's a great spot to go to. Number 2, Quartzite, Arizona. Now, Quartzite is not quite as close as Saddle Mountain. It's about 2 hours west of Phoenix on I-10, but there is lots of room in Quartzite, and the facilities that you need for an extended stay, there's places to get gas, ice, groceries, things like that. So if you stay there for 7 days or 14 days, there's places to go get supplies and food if you need to. I do, however, recommend that if you go to any of these places, that make sure you stock up ahead of time, especially Quartzite. If you plan to go to Quartzite during the big time of the year, the big season, which is typically the middle of January through the middle of February, that's going to be the busiest time of the year. There's going to be a lot of people in Quartzite. If you go before that or you go right after that, you're not going to have the huge crowds. So that's something to consider if you want to go to Quartzite, avoiding that busy time of the year. So if you're planning to go to Quartzite, there are a couple of campgrounds that I recommend to go to. Number 1, High Jolly, which is north of town, Plamosa Road, which is a little farther north of High Jolly, or Roadrunner Campground, which we've never been to, but we are going to go there the end of December. In January, we plan to go there. That's Roadrunner is south of Quartzite. Those 3 spots are no fees required. If you go to Plamosa or go to La Posa extended stay, LTVA, long-term visitor area, then there is a fee to go there, but it's $40 and it covers a lot of things, and you're helping out the town of Quartzite. So $40 if you want to stay in the closer areas, and free if you want to get to the farther areas away, like Roadrunner and Plamosa Road. I know a lot of people don't mind paying the $40, and I know some people don't want to pay $40, but just keep in mind that that $40 does help offset the fees and expenses of trash pickup and cleanup and maintaining facilities for the town of Quartzite in order to allow them to have these really great things going on during the winter season. Now, the next 2 spots that I'm going to talk about are dispersed camp spots that are in northern Arizona. The first 2 spots, Saddle Mountain and Quartzite, are both desert camp locations. Great for the winter time. But if you come to Phoenix and Arizona in this area in the summertime, you're not going to want to stay in Quartzite, and you're not going to want to stay in Saddle Mountain. Just too hot. So you're probably going to want to pick one of these spots. Let's show you what they are. The next one is Munds Park dispersed, and that includes Schnebly Hill and Willard Road area. Now these spots are about 2 hours north of Phoenix, travel time, lots of room, and great facilities in the area. If you're in Munds Park, there's a little town next to the Munds Park town has ice, groceries, golf course, cabins if you're interested in looking for a cabin. Lots of things in the area, and it is about Munds Park is approximately 6,400 feet, 6,500 feet. So in the summertime, the temperatures there will be a lot cooler. Plus the fact that you're close to both Flagstaff and Munds Park. If you want to take a drive into Flagstaff, you're even not that far from the Grand Canyon and some of the other things to see around Flagstaff. So it's kind of a nice area to go to. The place that we haven't been to, though, in that area, we did go last summer and we checked it out, and we plan to go there this next year. That's the Willard Road exit. If you exit on Willard Road, go to the west side of the freeway, go around to the west side of the freeway and take the Forest Road in, and there is multitudes of dispersed camping available on the west side of the freeway at Willard Road exit. So check out my video also. I'll show some highlights on this so you can see what I'm talking about. But Willard Road exit to the west has lots of room, and you're still close to Munds Park and Flagstaff as well. If you have ATVs, this is a great spot. In fact, all of these spots have facilities available if you have ATVs. Lots of trails to ride, hiking, really great hiking trails, ATV trails, and just some really kind of neat things to see in the areas. Finally, on my list, somewhere we went to last summer one time to check it out, and we liked it so much, plan to go back there this next summer, and that's Rim Road, Forest Road 300. I'll show you some highlights on here, so watch for it. Rim Road, Forest Road exit, the Forest Road 300 is about 2.5 hours from Phoenix, east of Phoenix. Go up through Payson, Arizona to get there. Cool temperatures in the summer. It's approximately 7,200 feet, 7,300 feet. Lots of room to camp, close to the Forest Lakes area, as well as Heber, and those places for resupply. So a lot of things in the area to consider. So those are 4 of our favorite boondocking spots or dispersed camp spots in Arizona that we went to this last year, and we plan to go again next year in 2023. So you probably caught on to what some of the things are that I like when it comes to boondocking, right? I like places that are easy to get to and close. I like places that have facilities nearby. Phone reception is also important. I didn't really talk about that, but all of those spots that I went through in this video have pretty good cell coverage in the general area where you stay in. Quartzite, Saddle Mountain, Munds Park, as well as Rim Road 300. If I do remember right, Forest Road 300, there were some spots where it could be good, and then you could get in a certain spot and it would be a little iffy. It just depends on what spot you're camping in. It's kind of weird because it has to do with the mountains in the area. Munds Park, though, strong signal. The farther you get away from the freeway, though, if you get like 2.5 miles west of the freeway, then you might start to lose that cell signal on Schnebly Hill Road. Willard Springs area was a strong signal. Everywhere around that was a strong cell signal. In fact, right there, right off the freeway, is a huge cell tower, and I think that's why we were getting such a strong signal. So a couple things, all of these spots, things to consider before you go boondocking. Make sure you have all your supplies ahead of time. Make sure your water's loaded. Make sure you have all the food that you need. And that'll certainly help save you from having to get there, park your rig, and then all of a sudden realize, oh, I got to go out and get something. But if you do forget something, they all have facilities within a short driving distance. So that is a plus. I hope you like this list. Hey, get out and check Arizona out and get out and explore the great outdoors. It's a great world out there. Any time of the year in Arizona is a great time for camping. Winter, spring, summer, fall. This is Dave saying safe travels. Oh, and please, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that little bell so you'll be notified when I put out more videos in the future. Have a great day. Bye.